Hi, I'm Marianna. I'm 25 years old from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I do mainly painting. I've been doing this for a long time, probably since I was 10, 11 years old, maybe around middle school time. It kind of all started, I've always loved drawing and thought that was really cool. So it kind of just started when I took my first art class in middle school and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I love to draw. It's so cool, so fun. I think it was when I made a painting for my brother, like I kind of knew that I was good at art and like painting and everything. And I would like make paintings here and there for my friends and they would love to just like tell me, oh my God, you're amazing. Like they were my hype crew or whatever. But when I did make a giant like commission for my brother and his roommates, and it was definitely like a lot harder than I thought. And I knew in my head I was like mentally freaking out the whole time saying like, oh my God, like I actually have to do really good on this or else it's not gonna look good and it's like for someone, blah, blah, blah. As soon as I finished it, I was like, I could, like, this is really good. This is exactly what they wanted. Like I could do this as a job or side hustle or whatever you wanna call it, like a career, honestly. I feel like my biggest inspiration is just finding those little moments here and there in life that I'm like, wow, I really want to paint that. I think that's beautiful. Like I want to capture this moment. Or when I'm feeling just really heavy with emotions, a really big coping mechanism, I guess, for me is to be able to paint because that's when I really feel extremely motivated. So it's just a mix of both, like finding those little moments and wanting to just capture them and encapsulate them in like a moment in time, I guess, or like forever, to keep and hold forever. That's like the biggest thing. Then I'm like, wow, okay, this is really cool. I want to paint that. Mine is like a mix of a lot of different ones. The top three would be kind of like mix of realism with contemporary and pop art. Like I tend to use a lot of colors, you could see here, but I try to not have it as abstract. I wouldn't necessarily consider my work abstract. I would consider it more like pop art with realism because I stick with like the correct proportions and I don't like disproportion anything or change like body figures or objects like that. I kind of just change like the color schemes and shadows and such. I think art is really special because I feel like in everyone's own way, they're all artists. Like I'm an artist, you're an artist, everyone in this world is somewhat of an artist. And I not necessarily hate when people say like, oh, like I wish I was an artist. I wish I was good in art. It's not necessarily like painting or drawing, or it's just finding ways to like boost your imagination and express yourself. And I also feel like it's really special because one person might like something while the other person might not like that same thing, but there's still value to it. So being able to find that value in something that not everyone likes is like really cool and important to me. And I feel like that's just what's even more beautiful with it because like, let's just say like this painting, for instance, I love it. Someone might see it and think that's not that cute. That's like not pretty. I don't want that. I don't consider that artwork. That's just like posters. Anyone could easily remake it, but it's not the aspect of being able to remake it. It's the process that it takes to go into making it and making it, and all the effort, the emotion, the struggles, everything that you put into your pieces, into your work, whether it's painting, sculpting, anything that doesn't have to do with art like that. that's like, I think, the beauty aspect of it. My biggest challenge is definitely my fear of perfectionism, because I'm a very perfectionist kind of person, and also fear of rejection. I think beforehand, before actually putting my work out there, I was really, really scared too, because I was scared that no one was gonna like it. Mainly because like back then in school, I didn't think I was good enough. And I don't want to say like it was my teacher's fault, because they didn't think I was good enough, because obviously like they had a lot of kids to work with and take care of, but they didn't really like push me enough where I wish that they did. And I didn't find that like inspiration to keep pushing myself until my senior year in high school, where my art teacher like really loved me, and she found a lot of potential in me, and she kept telling me like, you have to do, like, push yourself and keep going, you're really, really good. And being able to overcome that and overcome like your fear of getting rejected, because not everyone's gonna like your work, like I said before, but also like the perfectionist aspect of not everything has to be perfect. Like, think of what Bob Ross says, like, what does he say? Something about little mistakes equals like not happy trees. Like, anyways, he says something about imperfections turn into like good parts of it. And like, that's all the part of like the painting process and the art making process for me. It's like those little imperfections build to make like the piece even that more valuable and that more emotional and happy. My biggest way for reaching out is posting on my social media. That's where that's like my biggest platform. I'm currently trying to make like different videos of myself painting and starting to paint, or like in the process of painting, but I always forget to do it. So that's besides the point. I try and like advertise myself more in social media, post all my work there. I have a website that I just made, and I'm trying to, like, now that I'm making more work and becoming more serious about it, put stuff in galleries and different showings and stuff, and hopefully they'll take it and people will buy them. I've definitely, like I said before, learned how to not be a perfectionist and not try and make everything as perfect as possible, because that's impossible. I also learned, and I think this is very important as an artist and just as a person in general, how to properly take criticism, and instead of letting it tear you down, how to build off of it and grow from it and grow your work from it. Like, someone could tell me something's off about this, and I could be like, okay, you know what? You're right. I could see why you see that, and I could see why you say that, like, something extremely negative about it, and I'll work on that in my next piece and build from it, and I think that's extremely important. I hope to be able to make more pieces and grow as an artist. I hope that I can be taken more seriously as an artist, and yeah, not much else, just be able to grow and be viewed more as like a serious artist. Hopefully turn it into more of a career rather than just right now a small little hobby / side hustle, but we'll see.